Hello, 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 and welcome to Quiet on Set. I'm not going to remember what week number it is, but sure, we're back again with me, Kev, and this time we're going to do something a little different because Kev actually liked a film that both me and Other Kev didn't like.
Other Kev.
Other Kev thought, like, he enjoyed the film, but he agreed with me on some of the points where I hated it, and then I just shouted for a good, 20 minutes of the video because of how angry the film made me, and that is Mother. Small exclamation point, just for those that can't see my condescension in the tone. I really don't like this movie, but Kev is going to try and convince me otherwise in this conversation.
You said that you want to do the introduction, and I was like, okay, I was getting ready for it, and then you just spoke.
My bad.
Oh well. Don't adjust your headsets just yet. It is me, the Kev. Not the other Kev.
Other Kev.
It's going to be awkward when he's here.
No, it won't be.
No, it'll be funny for us two going, yeah, Kev, I agree, Kev.
Yeah, Kev, it's great, Kev. Good, Kev. Yeah, Kev.
But, one of my favourite films this year.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep. I loved it. And I loved it more when I came out than I did watching it, because after reflecting on it, the genius of it.
I think we need to get that bourbon back here.
Bourbon. Set the place on fire.
Alright, go on.
I love how you put Coke in yours and you give me it straight up. No, I don't drink Coke.
Sure, tell me. Alright, come on.
No, but no mixer. Drinking it like a real man.
Just talk.
Right. I'm spoiling it. I'm not doing it.
We spoiled it.
Yeah, I'm not doing one like me. It's like if you're listening to this, you should have already seen it. I'm sorry. This is a spoiler podcast. Although you have been kind of trying not to do that. But
yeah, we're just trying to discuss films.
Yeah, no, I'm going to spoil
How dare
them. I'm going to spoil them. Hidden message, right? So did you get the hidden message?
That it was biblical.
Biblical.
It was Genesis.
Yeah.
It was
right.
Jesus Christ. It was all.
I knew absolutely nothing about this film.
Yeah, same.
I never heard about it.
Same.
I never seen a trailer for it. I think I seen one or two little random clips.
Technically, I still don't even know who the fuck Darren Aronofsky is.
But I think you'd Google it and find out.
But no, because
it's not like we have this. Nope.
Fuck you, man. It's pretentious lot of fun.
Wait, did he not do?
No, yeah.
No. Did he not have something to do with Black Swan?
I'm Requiem for a Dream.
Do you not love Black Swan?
Oh, I hate Black Swan.
Did you?
It's not that I hate it. It's just that
I haven't seen it. I just.
I'm not bad about it.
But as I was saying, I know absolutely nothing about this film. I think nobody spoke about it.
I think that was the only way to watch it.
Nobody made
knows that.
reference to it. I just heard, I guess, more bad than good about it. People were saying,
I'd say that probably helped you then.
Yeah. I'm like, if it's bad, I'll probably love it. But
that's definitely the fucking meters.
But obviously, I was in work that evening and I was getting a lift up.
Well, I would hate if this is the end of my fucking work day.
No, I was in the work at 4 or 5, and I had the chance to get a lift up. But so I was like, right, I'll go see a film before it starts. Mother was on.
It's even worse.
No. I was like, right, I'll go see Mother. I want to give it a go. I don't know anything about it. I had an idea of it looked like, oh, it's just going to be some kind of psychological thriller. That's what I was going in there, kind of off the limited information I had on it. That's what I thought it was.
It was getting to a point where, halfway through, I was like, this is psychological truth.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So starting out watching it, not knowing the background, not knowing it's biblical. I said here when you're watching this, right? You have the two main characters, Jennifer Lawrence.
Javier Bardem.
Yep.
Javier Bardem.
Javier. And okay, and I thought, okay, and then Ed Harrison shows up, and I thought, okay, this is some kind of thriller type thing where stranger shows up at a house.
Is he a killer? Is he not?
Yeah, I thought it was that type of film where is it gonna he's gonna.
That's the way the film sets itself up.
Yeah, and I think that's what I liked about it, is that you think you know what you're getting, and you think, okay, and then his wife shows up, and I'm just like, okay, this is just gonna be some kind of thriller, as I said, where they're not what they seem. And that's the only description I read, was some of these people show up and they're not what they seem. And I thought, okay, this is just gonna be do you ever see The Guest?
Yeah.
Not the well, yeah, actually you could have used that as the guest as well, but I was also thinking of Your Next, the same creators, in that like it's that kind of film. But then
I don't know. Like a lot of people like say like when those people when Michelle Pfeiffer and Ed Harris came in, that they were like, oh, they were real kind of scared, and I wasn't so much scared as I was pissed off.
Confused at start. I know, I agree. I was angry in some parts because I was just at a point I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. What is this film?
It wasn't even that I was confused. I was just like, get the fuck out of our house. Let's just fuck off.
Yeah, that's what in that like term, I was just like, I don't understand this film. As in like, why is the husband such a dick to his wife, and why is he so nice to these strangers? Because as I said, I didn't realize it was biblical. Straight away, and I'm just like, hang on, I just don't get this film, and it's annoying me. But then I loved it when I copped on, like, this is a hidden message. It's like, biblical. It's a modern tale of the Bible.
Yeah. The second the two brothers came in, I was like, there's Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
And then the next second.
No, but we'll get to that. So it's like basically the film is about Jennifer Lawrence plays Mother Earth, Mother Nature,
or her.
And Javier plays him, which him means God. And obviously you wouldn't get that. I don't think you would get that.
I think like starting out. Ed Harris is called Man.
Yeah. And they are Adam and Eve. And as I said, the two sons are I
thought like at some stage I thought that Michelle Pfeiffer was supposed to be Lilith, who was like the first wife God gave Adam.
Is she not the first
bitch?
demon?
Yeah, she's the first demon.
Yeah.
As well.
Supernatural reference. I hated that season so much. Oh, that was so bad. I hated her.
That's why they killed her, man. That's why they killed her.
But I think the message of the story is Mother Earth. It's how you treat the planet that we inhabit. Yeah. That's basically
is
the message. And God creates Earth, basically, and Mother Earth comes around. But the crystal that you see at the start is like that's a representation of it. It's like the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, that's why it smashes.
Yeah,
it's original sin.
So when Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer show up, they're Adam and Eve,
and she breaks it.
Yeah,
well, it's not shown.
It's the apple. It's a forbidden fruit.
But she definitely brings.
But there's a scene before she arrives with Adam, basically Ed Harris, who is sick, and he's in the toilet, and then Jennifer Lawrence goes in and notices a mark on his side, and God basically covers it up, hides it. But that's actually in the Bible. They take his rib, Great Eve, and that's why she shows up the next day. I like that. I like it's really well done, and it's like a modern tale of the Bible.
I don't know. I think I don't know whether it was because.
But he also warns him like, don't touch that forbidden fruit. It's off limits.
He doesn't warn him though.
I think he does.
It's she that warns Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, I thought he.
And then he's showing him the crystal thing. He's like, this is the old thing I had last time my house burnt down. This is all that's left. And then I don't like people seeing it without being present, is what he said. Like, he didn't say anything about not touching it. But, like...
Well, she does. I do remember her. Yeah. It is, like... Unless you have some sort of knowledge of the Bible, even if it's basic, that's how... Like,
But that's my point, is, like, I don't know whether it was that I went to church every single Sunday...
See, obviously, because I did religion and stuff like that, I knew the basic stories of the Bible, and I picked up on that. Obviously, if you're not somewhat religious or never been taught some kind of religion.
No, you see, like,
I don't think
religion is too prevalent in the Western world for you to not get most of those references.
Yeah, but as I said in our last one, where it's the area we're from, isn't that I don't think a lot of people. Not especially if teens went to see that.
Teens wouldn't be able to go see it because they did.
Yeah, but even say, teenagers are going to watch it because it's 18s. But I don't think a lot of people in 2017, around young age, would pick up on that and get that. I don't.
Oh.
I think they might get it towards the end, but I don't think they'll pick up on every little thing. Like, I don't think they'd pick up on, like, Adam and Eve and stuff like that. He's basically God, the physical manifestation of him.
It's not basically about it. By the end of the film, she's like, "What the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I'm a creator. Like, create.
Yeah, well, when you think about it, right, his study is on the second floor, and his bedroom's on the top floor. It's like basically the man upstairs, heaven and like earth. Yeah, like I have a lot of notes here. That's why I'm reading.
Like that room, his study is supposed to be the Garden of Eden.
Yeah,
that's where he creates.
Basically, yeah, it's just
And then his bedroom.
and that adaptation of it. I really liked, and I think that's what once I figured it out, that's what made me like it.
No, that, when I figured it out that it was a parable, that it was an allegory for like the world and God, it just made me angrier about the movie.
It didn't for me, like, because she's Mother Earth, and after she breathes life into the house. Obviously, he makes reference to it. It's born down, and she comes along and breathes life into it, and she's fixed it up. That's obviously a way of saying.
She makes a livable home, and then he just invites her and comes in.
But and then that's the point in that, like, the house represents planet Earth. Yeah, and she breathes life into it, and she gives all, like, you know.
You know, I got all that.
Yeah, and then us as a human race destroy it, and that's the like basically hidden message. Just looking at my notes.
Like another thing that people are using to defend this movie, and Darren Aronofsky himself even said it, was like people are constantly asking for new, innovative, like new films. Like they're sick of seeing the same old shit. No, people aren't sick of seeing the same old shit. People are sick of being bored watching things. You can, like with Baby Driver. Baby Driver was an action movie that played on musical tropes to enhance the action movie genre, right? It was something new, quote unquote, but it wasn't. Like, that's what people want. They want something innovative that they can enjoy. And for me, this film, it just makes you angry. Like I said, the first time I reviewed this film.
But I think that's might be part of what he was going for, in that you should be angry because
this is annoying.
Because it's reflecting the human race and how we treat each other and how we treat the world, and it makes you angry. Like, because I get pissed off with, like you said, the way they come into this house and just like, and I think that's what it is. Jennifer Lawrence's Mother Earth, this is her place, and she allows us to live here. And but we come basically unwelcomed, I guess, because God creates us, and she's not kind of like, well, who are these people that's shown up, and then they just help themselves. I was pissed off watching it as well in certain places because like they show up and their attitude towards her, like, it's disrespectful, but they have so much respect towards him, and the way he disrespects his wife, but he treats them well, like, and that bothered me. Like, I just can't understand this part of it. It's just
the thing that was more annoying was like if you were to read it as just like a regular thriller or psychological thriller where it was just like people coming into this woman's house, it was annoying.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like,
and
get
that's
the fuck out.
Absolutely, and that's before if you don't click with that straight away, that's what you're gonna think, and that's like, you think this is some kind of like typical thriller type.
Like, I was grabbing,
and you were sitting there
going, there, but like when his wife came in, started being an absolute corpse.
That's what I mean. Like, you would be getting angry if you can't pick up on the message, because you're like, this film's weird. I don't understand why he's so nice to strangers and treats his wife awfully, and then these strangers come to the house and just help themselves. Like, their attitude is shocking, and you're like, especially Michelle Pfeiffer, the way she reacts to a horror like Mother Earth. It's like Mother Earth's aware of them and what they're capable of, but God's blind to it.
Yeah, because he just wants to be loved. He's a twat.
But I enjoy it. Like, and you know what I enjoyed more, probably, than the actual watching the film, is the discussion afterwards. Because I like whether you liked it or not, I like the discussion of it, and I like to see the people figure it out or what their interpretation of the film is.
Like, that's what I said to you when you asked me to go see it again. I was like, I'm never ever watching this film again. But I'll happily talk about it with you.
I want to see it again, to experience it again, but it would be a struggle to watch again.
No, I watched, like, I've done screen checks on it a few times, and I was like, oh, this fucking... And, like, unlike, like, with Valerian, I didn't like Valerian. It was a shit film, right? But, like, if I see on screen check, I go, I'd watch a minute or two, just like, oh, I remember this part, it was kind of interesting. But I remember with Mother, it's just like, oh, this fucking part. You know what I mean? There's nothing in the film that kind of drew me in. Like I think I've said it a few times before in podcasts, like, I need a character to relate to. That's what I need in order to enjoy a film. If I have no one that I can relate to, I'm just like, I don't care.
There is one bit I'm confused on, and maybe I'm missing it. Is this Jennifer Lawrence keeps drinking something? What's that?
We had this
reflection of
with Other Kev. We were like, we don't get what it is, and then I looked up.
I think I did. So I had this discussion with Zoe, and she didn't know either.
Yeah,
I don't think she did.
I went onto the L Twitter, and
I don't know if that's like some kind of medicine to fix.
There was someone that asked the question.
The Earth, I just can't.
It was like, I'll just get up here. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. If it'll fucking open. There we go. Right, it was like, the thing I didn't get was the yellow medicine mother was drinking. What does that represent? The first comment was, hit zoom. Thought it was sunlight. That's why she threw it when she was pregnant, because the baby made her happy. I don't know why people on Twitter can't. Anyway, exactly what I thought. She went vulnerable to protect the baby, right? And then there was an entire thread after that where it was like, I think it was love, because he was so distant throughout. She had to consciously maintain her love for him. And once she became pregnant, she was able to have love naturally because of her baby, thus making the love in a bottle unnecessary. And then there was 2 people that were like, it's a reference to the Yellow Wallpaper, which is it's like a short story or something I've never read. And then that other person didn't know. But like, it's just like, it's a reference to something that no one's ever fucking heard of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any, like, because it's like, he almost like, he's like, oh, like, I hope you're watching because this part's important. And then doesn't explain it. Do you know what I mean? Like, granted, the thing he was going for was subtlety, and he was trying to make a point.
Yeah, it's based off like the Genesis part of the Bible, and it has some touches on some of the Old Testament.
Well, like, Genesis never touches on Mother Earth. That's the thing that's annoying.
But it's also the point of the book he's writing. Like, he has no inspiration. It's that this is the new Bible, the New Testament. Sorry, and then it's when he finishes it, it's the complete Bible of Old and New.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's about. So, and then people read it and react well to it. But then scenes where the house is getting destroyed and you see all different kinds of people, that's just a reflection on humanity and what we've done to Earth, like the wars and slaves and all that. You see all different types of people throughout, and that's reflecting, wars and everything we've done to the world. Like, I just think it's really well done. Like, it is a hard watch, and
but that was
at first I hated the camera style, and that like the way he was following her and right up in her face. At times that did annoy me, but then as it went on, it kind of made sense. But
like, for me, I found it quite frustrating watching. And I assume that's the point of his camera style in this, is that you're either like right in front of Jennifer Lawrence's face, or you're just over her shoulder. It's fucking infuriating. Like, you know, the way thing that people find most irksome about action movies these days is they're cut to absolute bits and you can't actually see the action. That's what I felt here. I was like, I want to actually see what the fuck is going on. Do you get me? Like, that's what.
Like, obviously, when all those people are there and she keeps telling them to get off the sink, that's a representation of the Great Flood.
Yeah, it's about Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Except there was no ark, it was just a flood. And everybody left.
That scene kind of annoyed me a bit just because of the people, like, just the way they were. So
yeah, and then in the podcast,
you have that
the first part of this, where I was talking to Other Kev, I was saying, like, the prick that was, like, hitting on her.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Get fucked, and piss off, leave her alone. But I was just like, fuck off, like, what the get out of here. Like, just get, like, there's more parts in this movie where I just got annoyed because, like...
I think from an acting standpoint, though, it's good in that, like, the Michelle Pfeiffer hates Mother Earth.
For no reason.
But I think it's more to do, like, because she can see through her and she knows she's not good for him and she's not good for humanity and the planet. And she's part of the reason why it's becoming the way it is and it's dying. And I think she wants her out of the way. She's trying to turn God against her. If you look at it like that, kind of.
I don't know. Like Mother Earth is in no way bad for humanity other than the fact that she doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying she's bad. I'm saying Michelle Pfeiffer sees her as bad because Jennifer Lawrence can see that Eve is bad. Like,
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I just.
because why else would she react that way, or why does she seem to have such an issue with her?
I don't know. It was like I just like with most films I need.
And then what's her Christine Wiig plays is like
she was
publicist.
the prophet,
yeah, she's like the prophet.
Spreading the word of God. No.
And then when she has the baby, that represents the birth and death of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then when they eat the baby and drink the blood, that represents his body of Christ communion and drinking the wine.
Like there is like tons of symbolism, and I appreciate the effort he went to put that symbolism in there. But at no point when I was watching the movie did I think this is a really well made movie or this is a really good movie. Like I think the acting is very good. I think the cinematography style he decided to use is interesting, but it's annoying.
No, I really did like it, and I came out confused. I did, because I'm like, did I get that? Did I understand this? And I did think it was biblical, and that's what I thought. And I'm like, or am I just gone crazy and I'm coming up with a story of my own here, and it's not what it means and all, but then other people confirm that's exactly what it is. And I think I just loved it more because it's unique. I've never seen anything like that. And like, it's great to see films like we were talking about Kingsman, which we are getting, and they're great. They really are. I love those kind of films. But I also love a film that can win, and I just haven't got a clue sometimes what's going on, or it's not what I think.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I really liked the hidden message behind it and how subtle it was, and a really good interpretation of the Bible.
I didn't feel it was subtle because once, like I said to you, once the verse came in, it was like, boom, right there, that's it, it's Bible. And then once you know it's the Bible, I just got more and more annoyed as it went on.
See, that just sounds more like a personal thing of like you've an issue
but that's
religiously.
It's like with reviews, it's not like I've analysed it like I analysed it and I appreciate all of the little symbolisms and stuff. But personally, my personal opinion is that I don't like this movie.
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy watching it. At all.
As you said, if it wasn't about religion and you just took that part out, it would just not make sense.
It wouldn't make sense.
I'd probably hate it. I'd actually sit here and go, this was the stupidest film ever. I don't get it. But because it's clearly based on the Bible, I really enjoyed it. Because you don't really see many films, I guess, based on the Bible and adapted. And I thought it was a real modern adaptation and really well told.
See, I think that, I've seen
it falls a little thinking, and I'm like, no, I hate Noah.
Noah is poxy. It's the fucking worst film I've ever seen. And if at any stage somehow Darren Aronofsky listens to this podcast, fuck you. Just stop making shit movies. Just
I liked it. Make another.
Just if at any stage it comes across your mind to go, you know what? I think Moses would make an excellent sci-fi action thriller. Go fuck yourself. Just fuck off and just. Oh, no, it was such a bad fucking movie.
Yeah, but then I completely agree with that.
Leave it alone.
I hated Noah, but I could not compare Noah to Mother.
Yes, it's a different genre.
I was saying about top 10. I think this could make my top 10 films.
Definitely will not be anywhere near my top 10 at all.
And it's for me, it's even so much I'm not saying just because I thought this film was excellent. It's not a film that I would go back and watch over and over again, but it's an experience, and I just love the story behind it.
Someone asked me what I think of it, was if it was good, and I was like, well, it was definitely an experience. And most people are like, oh, that doesn't sound good, and it doesn't sound good because it's not.
Loads of people have asked me, and I've said it's great, and they're like, oh, I hate it. Most people have hated it, or most people go, would I like or will I go see it? And I'm like, no, dude, please don't go see it, because I don't want to listen to you.
We constantly tell people no, you shouldn't see this, and I'm like, why? Because it's not a movie for this. It's not.
It's
if this was
it's an art house type.
If I was in the IFI, or if it's in the Lighthouse, or if I was somehow in the Sundance, not the Sundance, but the fucking.
It's not a film showing thing. It's
a festival film. It's a festival art house fucking film.
With all due respect to people in our area, and I'm one of the people who live there, most people don't go to the cinema in that area to see
Yeah.
that
You
type,
go to see,
type of genre
you go
or that
to-
type of film.
I go to the cinema to escape, to enjoy. That's why I go to the cinema. If in like 2 months' time, someone had said to me, "Oh, did you see Darren Aronofsky's new flick? It was in Sundance and it got all these awards, and Jennifer Lawrence is supposed to be unreal in it, and it's supposed to be like a weird imagination in it, and it's on in the Lighthouse on Thursday. Do you want to go see it?" Then I'd go see it.
No, but in
But,
fairness, it had
Like to
limited.
see it on like a fucking.
It had
mega screen,
limited screenings, though.
It
in
didn't
my
really
place.
though. It was still.
It had about 3 shows on a day compared to films that have like it was on in nearly every screen throughout
Well,
a week.
Like it had like 4 screenings on our place, but like that's in my opinion too many.
I don't
it's
think
just
so.
too many.
3 screenings of it's not a whole lot.
Well-
I really enjoyed it. Like I really did.
I feel like if it was framed a different way to me, I'd enjoy it, but it wasn't, so I didn't. Like if it had been genuinely, if someone like it was like with what film was it that I seen, and it's real weird, but like I enjoyed it because of the way someone said to me that they explained to me, they said, "Now you mightn't like it straight away, but I just give it a chance." And then like I watched it at home and I enjoyed it because
It's like no, like as I was what was I saying a minute ago? In terms of recommending it to someone, and anyone that has asked me that I know, I'm like, don't go see it. You won't like it. I just know. I personally really loved it.
To me,
but-
it just reeks of pretension, and you, like as much as people complain about the monotony of the sequels that we constantly get flooded with, right? Like they want something new. Yes, they keep saying they want something new, understandably, but like something new that they can enjoy, not something new that fucking like people don't go to the cinema to be challenged. People go to art houses to be challenged. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you
But-
go with a different group of people to the art house than you go to the cinema.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also that's why I think, in fairness to our cinemas, they are aware of that to an extent.
They
Therefore,
still
they
put it
have.
on for 3 times a day.
Yeah, but that's limited compared to other films that have multiple showings throughout the day in multiple screens. 3 showings isn't a lot. It really isn't. It's spread out throughout from the morning to close. Do you know what I mean? Where it is on in probably like the first week it was on in nearly every screen, and it was on nearly every hour. Do you know what I mean? Compared to this that has 3 showings, that's not a lot.
Yeah, because it's an 18th movie. 18th movies tend to get restricted.
Well, that yeah, and you
need.
need more have it on in the evening. But no, Patrick and Zoe, like I talked to Zoe about it, and she's seen it 3 times. She loves it.
Oh, I couldn't say it.
Patrick loves it. He like Zoe was telling me when Patrick came out, he didn't know what to make of it. Kind of same way I did, and the more they went with one of their friends, and he hated it, and passionately hated it, and wrote about it. But when he reflected on it and discussed it, like I said, he just fell in love with it more. And then 2 of our friends.
Like, the more I think about it, and the more I talk about it with people, it's not that I love it. I'll never be able to say that I love this movie, but I definitely appreciate what he was trying to do. But at the
maybe
same
I wouldn't
time,
say-
I have to frame it in that it's released as like a major fucking blockbuster type horror film, and it's not that. And they I know that's not Darren Aronofsky's fault. I appreciate that the distribution company and the creator of a product are different. They have different agendas, right? But he gave them that movie. They saw it, and they're like, Jennifer Lawrence horror, got it. Do you know what I mean? They didn't go.
That's just smart marketing. I know.
Yeah, but there's smart marketing, and then there's being a slimy little prick. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, right, maybe I wouldn't use the word love. Actually, I wouldn't say I loved this film. I really liked it, and I really, really appreciated it. But our friends, Mike and Joe, Patrick and Zoe as well, they went to see it with Patrick and Zoe. Now I haven't spoken to them in person about it, but Zoe was telling me that one of them loved it and was raving about it. The other one didn't know what to make of it at first as well. It was another reflection thing and discussing it. But they're films fans, like they're film students as well. So it's interesting that they liked it and I like it. But it's definitely not a film, as you said, you'd go to forget your everyday life and escape. It is definitely not that film, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone if that's what you're going for, because you'll be definitely disappointed. But if you do like that kind of art house, intellectual, where you have to think, it's definitely for you. Like I especially like if you want to see a modern adaptation of the Bible, I guess, and some of the story, I think it's cleverly done. Yeah. I personally do, and I really enjoyed it.
I don't know. I don't think enjoy is the right kind of word for this film.
Well, then I appreciated and experienced it.
No, I feel free to say enjoy. I completely appreciate that you could enjoy it, but for me, I don't think I could ever say the word enjoy in reference to this film, because it doesn't fill me with any other feelings other than frustration, anger, disappointment. Like, because I went to see this film because I rather like Jennifer Lawrence as a personality. Her image is one that's crafted that I appreciate. That I'm like,
I really
watch films.
Appreciated her in this because she's gotten a bit stale and she's gone for the predictable roles, typical Hollywood roles, and I think it's nice to see her kind of. It's not so much say going back to her roots, but taking kind of those risky film roles. And
for Jennifer Lawrence, the other money she makes, it's not risky if she does a shit.
But in terms of like star quality and people going, oh, she doesn't make good films anymore. In like terms of, like that is a risk, and like this reminds me of kind of Winter's Bone, like in that like she started out kind of with that kind of film and won an Oscar for, and then she obviously went like Hunger Games route, and then it's kind of. Which is fine, and then she kind of has just not picked the greatest of roles. Like I hate it. What was that film we hated? Passengers. No, that typical Hollywood.
Typical Hollywood piece of fucking shit.
So it was nice to see her go back to this kind of.
I think like
role.
I was watching. I can't remember what video I was watching. It was on YouTube, and they were like top 10 like ways you'll know a movie is shit. It's like if it's marketed to fucking bits, like you see it everywhere. You see the posters everywhere. You see the ads everywhere. That's how you know it's going to be shit, because the people really wanted to go see it. They know it's bad, but they need your money.
Or when the trailer shows all the funny bits and you're like, that looks hilarious, and you're like, the trailer shouldn't be that funny.
Yeah.
Do you know, I haven't had a chance to look up, has there been any backlash on it in terms of just because it's an adaptation of the Bible? Has there been any backlash of saying, no, that's wrongly depicted on screen, or what
to be quite honest with you,
are religious are like?
The kind of people that are religious enough to be annoyed by this movie, I don't think they went to go see it. That's being honest.
That doesn't stop them though from moaning about it.
Genuine, but like the people that they would have to listen to in order to know it's an adaptation of the Bible, they don't listen to. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't think, because like I haven't heard that about anyone getting like, because it's called like Mother. I think they're like, oh, it's a woman movie. I don't care. Do you know the kind of way? Not to say I'm bad about people that are religious, but the hyper religious. Zealot people that are dickheads about everything, fuck them. I don't care if they get offended.
No, either do I was just curious. Is there being any backlash about it?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that like blow up major on like either like Reddit or like that.
I don't see how there could be backlash to it in terms of it just from a religious standpoint. They just told the story of the Bible. Do you know what I mean? Basically,
but they didn't, because he never explicitly stated it. It's people interpreting it.
Yeah, no, and that's true to an extent, but clearly, like, it is based loosely from the Bible. Then put it that way.
I don't know. It's bad that like every time I've started to talk in this podcast, that I just keep saying I don't know, and then like talk for 20 minutes about the movie. But like it's just kind of fucking. I don't know, like I just couldn't enjoy it. I just couldn't. I think I'm just physically incapable of enjoying this kind of movie.
Well, yeah, I think I don't know if enjoying is the word to describe it. Even if you did like it, it's not really an enjoyment you get out of it. It's an experience, I guess.
Like people were like, I really hope studios take more risks like this movie, but like it's not making that much money. It's making some. It's making Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, it's just because it's that type of film that's more for a particular audience. It's
but
not
you know what I mean? Like,
gonna reach a large audience.
They pumped a bit of budget into this. Like I think
it's also word of mouth. Like the amount of people that were like, it's shit, and I'm like, it's not shit. It just takes one person to tell their friend who's easily manipulated and go, oh, it's shit, and then they'll go on going, oh, I heard it's shit, and everyone says it's shit, and nobody has actually seen it. Like, I get you, I think it's shit and you've seen it, but the amount of people that said to me, I heard shit, like, but have you actually seen it yourself, or you just one person has told you and that person has told him? Because you know me, I won't go by off. If you tell me something shit, I'm still gonna watch it to see for myself. Like, even people have said, oh, it's the worst thing you'll ever watch, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch it to see for myself. And half the time, it ends up being my favorite film. But
yeah, no, it hasn't even been.
I don't rate people's opinion. That sounds disrespectful and rude, but I just don't rate people's opinions on.
The way I kind of see it
in that, like, I just need to see it for myself.
Yeah. Like, I tend to not judge things based on other people's opinions of them. Like, I'll take other people's opinions into account.
Yeah, exactly. Like
if you told me this was good, I'd be like, alright, but you kind of like more of a farcy, artsy typey kind of movie.
Yeah.
You love the rest of it, where I only kind of liked it. I'd kind of take that into account as well.
Yeah, same. Like, I know what you really love and what you don't really like.
Big,
and then,
cheesy action films, that's me.
or like, Lisa was going on asking me about it, and I goes, don't go see it. You'll hate it.
Yeah,
you'll moan for about a year about it. She's like, really? I goes, because she just likes horrors.
She tried to go see it though. So.
Did she?
Yeah, I seen that. It was like, she put him up post. It was like,
it's not Maze.
Oh, whatever.
Hate that film.
Didn't go see that either.
I don't know. No, that's the kind of film where I think I'd be right in telling you I don't think you'd like it. But a lot of people have watched said it's great, and I'm just like, no, it's not.
I've seen like the last couple of minutes of it like twice because I was waiting for the screen.
I will always argue this. I've had this argument with you before, where people are like, but it's based on a true story, and I'll go, I don't care if it's based on a true story. It was still a shit film.
Yeah, it needs to be a good film.
That doesn't excuse it for being bad. Yeah. What was that film we seen now? Yeah, Deep Water.
Horizon.
You like that, and I'm like, you're like, but it's based on a true story, and I'm like, I don't care. It was still shit. I said that to Nick, and she's like, that's good. And I'm like, no.
See, I think it's like, if you like a film that's based on a true story, the fact that it's based on a true story enhances it for you. If you don't like a movie that's based on a true story, it doesn't body it that it's based on a true story.
But yeah, exactly. But I hate when people use that as an excuse, going, but it's based on a true story. Like, that doesn't mean I should like it. Yeah. It's still a film at the end of the day, which you're either gonna like or you hate. Yeah. You can't just say, it's a true story, therefore you have to like it because they're based not on a true offence. It's not like they could change it, and like I respect that and I understand
that. Well, they do change it to fit it into a movie.
But yeah, obviously because it's a film at the end of the day. Like,
I was like me and Dunkirk. Like, people are like, it's based on true stories, but yeah, but it's based on a true story.
Yeah, but they have to do that and add elements to the film that doesn't exist to make it a film and make it watchable. Like, if you want full on true story, that's more documentary then, where it's more factual and it's more.
Not a film then, that's it.
Yeah, you're just watching things, and I do like documentaries as well. But when I watch documentaries, I'm expecting the opposite of a film. It's not so much a story as in it's just facts and it's telling you what happens. Yeah. Where here they try to create characters and
try to do something.
Like in the Maze, which I think they poorly done. That's just my opinion. They try, like, you're supposed to like the characters. Why? Because it's a film. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's a documentary, you shouldn't like the characters because they're criminals and they're in prison and trying to break out. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I didn't like the characters in this film because I did think they did a poor job. And not in that, like, but that was probably the point. They didn't want you to like them now.
Because they're part of rap.
They did want us to like them. I just don't think they did a good job. I think the acting was fair city acting.
Well, to be fair, people from Love Hate were in it.
I don't watch Love Hate, so I'm not even saying
Love Hate.
That was the draw. I'm not saying Love Hate's bad. I've just actually never watched it. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it, but a lot of people love it, so obviously that's the mindset behind it. But I don't know. I just didn't think the acting was great. I thought it was a really fast story. Like, it was just so easy. Like, they were like, he's suddenly an expert at breaking out of prison. Maybe I missed things. Maybe I don't know. But he's just, and then he does it, and then they get caught. And I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. Yeah. Again, it's based on true story. Something's good, but it's based on true story, so they have to get caught. And I'm like, I understand that, but that's the issue with a film sometimes. In that, like, it's based on a true story, they have to kind of stick
to the story.
To it, in that, like, you want that person to escape, I guess, then, but then they get caught, and you're like, oh, that was a bit shit. I don't know. I'm being nitpicky, but
sorry, I'm being nitpicky, but
like, it's just based on a documentary. If it's a film, How to Make a Murderer, So,
Yeah, that's
I not how to get how to make a murder.
How to catch a murder? I don't know.
No, I'm thinking the TV show is How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis, which is excellent. But the documentary one on the chap Making a Murderer, yeah, I like that. I thought that's excellent. And people didn't like that, and I'm like, because it's not a film.
It's a documentary.
Yeah, and they don't like it because. But I'm like, but this is a documentary, and it's going by what happened, and they're presenting it to you. It's factual. You don't like it because it's not telling a story like
It's not a film. You like,
yeah.
Anyway, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate you going through Mother with me and giving your 5 cents on it, which is more of €1.50, but like maybe €1.50. But
what would you? Now I said I'm not rating films, but what would you rate it?
What would I rate this? For effort, I'd give it an A for effort. But for overall experience, is it a cinema movie? No, I don't think so. As a cinema, as a marketed cinema movie, as it's supposed to be a A-list starred.
Oh no, I absolutely agree with you in terms of that it's not that kind of movie. I don't know if that's what they were going for, or they were just hoping that because of who was in it. But I think she's actually, I think, in a relationship with him, so maybe that's why she's on it.
Whoa.
Jennifer Lawrence and
man, you'd want to be giving me some good dick to get me the fucking button. Be in that fucking film, I tell you.
So, like, I don't know if that's, like, she just...
She'd probably get an Oscar for it as well.
I did say that, like, I think this is one of our best performances, and it's really unique that, like, I could see her getting an Oscar for it.
Halfway through the movie, it's just her screaming. I don't know if I don't know what it is about Jennifer Lawrence's scream. I hate it. I just wanted to stop. But yeah, I really appreciate the performances. I really appreciate what he was trying to do. But like for me, no, it missed the mark. Whatever itch it was trying to scratch, it didn't scratch it for me. There was nothing in it that I was like, oh, I'm really glad they did this. I was just kind of like, yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like I'd say more people will dislike it than like it.
Yeah, that's fact.
And I think
on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 42.
As you said, it's not that type of film that you show in a mainstream kind of cinema.
I don't even know what setting I could if someone was to ask me.
It's a certain genre and it has a certain audience. Those kind of films do, and the director would know that. I know he would know. Making this is going to rub people up the wrong way. It's only going to be liked by a certain percentage of people. It's not going to have universal appeal to it. It won't. It'll only hear certain people of certain age.
Yeah.
You know, who have a certain and specific taste for films. Now, I have a wide taste for films. You know that. Like, I like fucking everything.
I like random shit.
But I could watch a film exactly like this with a similar theme and hate it. That's the way I am. Like, I like a bit of everything. It just depends on the director and the film style and the characters and how it's portrayed on screen.
Yeah, for me it just didn't work. Like, while I appreciate the individual components, the overall product just couldn't get it. So,
like, somebody be sitting there who listens to this, if anyone does, man, he's raving about this art house type film where it's really intellectual and you have to think about it. And then, but last week he was going on about dodgeball.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I think
if you can dodge the car, you can dodge a ball.
It's a great discussion piece, and I feel that I do really good on a college fucking curriculum. But for me, as a film, to watch it, to experience it with other people.
This is the type of film for me that I hate on a college curriculum, because from studying film, it's the prototype of what a film tutor would show you to say this is how you make films, and I don't agree that this is the only way to make a film. Like, I really appreciate it, and it is great, but a lot of people won't, but they wouldn't show, a film that is universally loved because they think, no, that's not how you make films.
Yeah, people like that. Oh man, we better not do it that way. Yeah, I get you. I always hated that. It was like you have to do something new and innovative like this.
Like, I remember saying, like, why can't we watch Batman? And they'd look at you and you're like, but honestly, Christopher Nolan's trilogy is one of the best trilogies ever, and the stories behind it and the themes, and from a creative standpoint, writing, directing, it's one of the films that you should watch to be inspired if you want to be a writer, director, actor. No,
Yeah.
but they'd never. No, you can't. That's a superhero film.
Yeah,
It's
like
Batman.
that's real lowbrow. But like you're not going you're going to college because you want to make the films that you enjoy, and 9 times out of 10 people aren't going to enjoy a movie like this. Like
It's not really so much that 9 times out of 10 they're not going to enjoy a film like this. As I said, it's a film made for a certain audience. It's not made for a universe. Like you make the Avengers or Thor. Let's say Thor 3 is coming out. That's made in the intentions that it's going to reach a large audience of all ages. I think it's safe to say. Well,
but like
from a young age, even up until an old age, not everyone now, but it's going to reach out to a large audience worldwide.
But would you not agree that the best form of art is a universal form of art?
But art is open to interpretation, so
yeah. But like for me, like,
and who you can't really say what art is, and it's not one
fair.
specific thing.
I don't know. It's just like,
and therefore that's why this genres exist, because
there's
people like
have a certain
things. And as I said, I'll stand by this film that it doesn't have universal appeal, and it's not going to be like successful financially.
Yeah.
But that's not to say it's not a good film. But we can go back and forth on this. And you liked it. You hate it. And I really liked it. And Kev was he liked it or 50-50?
He enjoyed it, but he was like, he doesn't really get it. But he like.
I feel like that's exactly the best way to describe this film. And like you'll say you love it or you hate it. But in this case, for this film, you're either gonna love it, not understand it, or hate it.
Yeah.
It's just like
I think we could talk about it for weeks, but we only have a couple more minutes. So I think to sum it up best would be to just.
But you asked me about Kingsman. Would you recommend it?
Would I recommend it?
Or would you have to know the person and say to recommend it?
If someone came up to me in a turtleneck with a scarf on, I'd sell them a ticket for a month without even asking them. But not to say that all pretentious people wear turtlenecks. Turtlenecks are comfortable. But if someone was to just come up to me and go, "What's on?" I would not tell them what it was.
What I'd do is based off personally. If it was friends, I'd have an idea of what they like, and I'd more than likely tell. I think just about all my friends not to go see it. But if it was a stranger to come up to me, I'd more than likely not recommend it. I think I'd say, look, I enjoyed it, but it's a really
niche.
It's a film that most people are probably going to hate, so I probably would recommend something else to them.
I'd literally, if I worked in Lighthouse, I'd be like, if someone came up to me and said, would you recommend that? I'd say yeah, because they're in the fucking Lighthouse.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The kind of film I'm looking for. But no, I would not recommend this film at all.
I would recommend someone maybe not so much going to see it in the cinema, but eventually it's on telly or
this will never make it to telly, man.
It's on NCX for second hand or something for cheap. I'd watch it just to experience it.
I don't know. I think if I was locked on Halloween, maybe, and I got to have a few mates over, I'd go, we'll watch something.
And I think it's fair for me. I'll even say for this, like, if I had this on DVD, it's probably one of those films that I want to watch, but will take me years to probably get around to watching. But because it was in the cinema and there wasn't really much on, I was quick to go see it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know much about this film, so if there had been a lot of films out that I hadn't seen yet that I wanted to see, I would have prioritised and probably not go around to seeing this film.
This film definitely benefits from the fact that you've nothing better to do. Right.
Or I get free films. But yeah.
Listen. Right, so thanks once again for listening. If you made it to the end of this conversation, definitely feel free to chime in. If you liked it and you don't agree with what I said, feel free to comment. If you didn't like it and you disagree with what Kev said, feel free to comment. But give us a like.
Tweet us.
Tweet us at Quiet on Set Podcast. Is it Quiet on Set Podcast?
I think it might be Quiet on Set Pod. I don't know. We have too many different interpretations of our name because every username is taken. We're on Facebook.
Yeah, we're definitely on Facebook. We have the website quietonset.com.
Yeah.
Give us a like, give us a comment. We'll talk to you next week.